confined, not broken. We shall overcome. God bless.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for those positive words. And now I hand over the session to our resource persons.
Ji. Good morning to one and all.
Good morning. Good morning.
The dear participants who are live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, as well as on Zoom platform. Most revered Principal Professor Dr. M. Davamani Christopher, Dr. K. Gnaneshekar, who gave us the remarks, and John Shekhar, and coordinator of IQAC, Dr. David Jabaraj, and Dr. P.M. Anurama, our deputy coordinators, principals of the mentee institutions of UGC Paramash scheme. I see scholars from Uttarakhand, Garhwal University, Central University, people from Mumbai, people across, like, because every webinar we see, due to our existence in NAC, some close contacts, we see institutions, principals, people who are coming for seminars and webinars, and as well as for earlier workshops. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And every time we are almost hundreds of webinars of people are going on. You would have been seeing this webinars and WhatsApp messages and cracking jokes on it. People carrying a bag full of e-certificates. And some of the webinars, people ask MCQs. What did you listen? What did you learn? And we have enough of, ensuring people should listen to them also in a classroom situation. I'm very happy to note that the American College, which is 138 plus years old college, an autonomous college for so many years, is into online. The traditional, conventional kind of a lot of things came out from Madurai. The autonomy concept itself to UGC came out from the land of Madurai. We do understand the thinkers of this particular city, by and large, the institution. Thanks for the wonderful words by John Shekhar about the resource person. He used the word scholars. I remember 25 years before, almost 23 years before, sorry, I read an article on quality assurance in one of the assessment accreditation journal. It's a peer-reviewed, highly, well acclaimed journal accreditation, a journal, international journal. David Woodhouse, an authority, spoke on scholarship. Wonderful articles, 25 years of scholarship of quality assurance. The wonderful article. If you all have time, please go through it. I read the scholarship now. Thanks for the wonderful, beautiful words of introduction about mentioning as a scholars. Professor Amya Kumar Rath, my good friend and colleague. Wonderful books he has published on computer science and engineering and basics of engineering. Very good on the subject as well as on education per se. I would like to say scholar is a particular field of study. You can go to SRS or Oxford or any dictionary, or simple Google search will give you. I hope by God's grace, we will become authority or a specialist in the study of quality assurance. And as I said, a lot of webinars are going on. Everybody understands audit. People ask us a question, sir, so many hundreds of webinars NAC has been organizing. Very rarely we find NAC is giving any e-certificates. In principle, for any of the NAC programs, we are come here as a resource person. Okay, this is a program by the American College. When NAC organizes a program, very rarely we give e-certificates. Okay, this is a knowledge dissemination or a learning, more than a teaching, it's a learning experience. So there's a conflict. That's what people said about the topic. So when you talk about a webinar or a seminar or a conference or a workshop through different modes, online mode, people worry about the final part, inauguration, conclusion, and the re-certificates and the digital signature. Okay, and many questions come, sir, do NAC accreditation consider webinars? Whether we will get any credit in your question of self-study report, A grade, B+, A++, B grade. We will try to answer that question later. Very important about the FDPs and certificate, how many number of hours you organize. People say 30 hours, 20 hours, 5 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours, depend. That question and answer will come to that later. But there is a point of reflection. But I understand the eagerness and the thirst for which the people are here, especially the mentee colleges. My friend will be touching upon, I over to Professor Ramya Kumar Rath. He will be giving a presentation about the topic. And people say everything comes under NAC, sir. 7 criteria. Everything on higher education comes under NAC. Then people say everything comes under IQAC, sir. If anything goes wrong, blame IQAC. If anything goes right, everybody shares. No. Chemistry department did well. Management did well. Secretary did well. Otherwise, blame Anurama. Okay, she did not perform well. But this is not a blame game. Instead of a webinar, we thought we'd look at differently the topic. Every time we listen to the same old stories of A plus B whole square is equal to MC square. But some things are constant, something are different. We are trying to put the old stuff, old wine in a new bottle and serve.